Welcome back to a new story. Relax, listen carefully, and let's improve your English together, step by step. What if I told you that one of the greatest football players in history was once a small and quiet boy from Argentina? His name is Lionel Messi. Today, you will discover the incredible story of his journey from a young boy in Rosario to becoming a world-famous football legend. But Messi's story was not easy. He faced a difficult challenge when he was still very young. His family had to make a difficult decision about his future, and Messi had to leave his home country to chase his dream. He was small, but his dream was enormous. He wanted to become a professional football player. So how did this quiet boy from Argentina become one of the most famous athletes in the world? Let's begin. Lionel Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina. He grew up in a close family, and football quickly became a huge part of his life. His father, Jorge, worked in a factory and also coached young football players. Messi started playing football when he was very young. His grandmother, Celia, was especially important to him and supported his love of the game. As a child, Messi was smaller than many other boys his age. But when he had a football at his feet, he looked completely different. He was quick, intelligent, and incredibly good at controlling the ball. He joined the youth team of Newell's Old Boys in Rosario. There, he scored many goals and showed everyone that he had special talent. People could see that Messi was different. But there was a problem that could change everything. Messi had a growth problem, and his family needed expensive medical treatment. For his family, the cost was difficult to afford. Would you continue chasing your dream when you faced a problem at such a young age? Messi's family knew that Argentina could not easily provide the opportunities he needed. Then came a life-changing opportunity. When Messi was 13 years old, he traveled to Spain with his family for a trial with Barcelona. The famous Spanish club saw something special in the young Argentine. Barcelona decided to give Messi a chance and agreed to help with his medical treatment. For Messi, this meant leaving Argentina and starting a completely new life. He was only 13 years old. He had to leave his friends, his school, and the country where he had grown up. At Barcelona's famous youth academy, La Masia, Messi continued to develop his skills. Life was not always easy. He was young, far from home, and surrounded by players who were also dreaming of becoming professionals. But Messi focused on football. He trained. He learned. And he kept improving. Soon, coaches at Barcelona realized that this small boy had something extraordinary. Would you leave your home country at 13 to follow your biggest dream? Messi continued moving through Barcelona's youth teams. His talent became impossible to ignore. In 2004, when he was only 17 years old, Messi made his official first-team debut for Barcelona. He was one of the youngest players on the team. But he did not look afraid. He played with confidence and showed incredible control of the ball. His dribbling quickly became one of his most famous skills. Messi could run past defenders while keeping the ball extremely close to his feet. Fans began to notice him. His teammates noticed him too. And soon, the young player from Argentina was becoming an important part of Barcelona. But Messi was only getting started. He still had many years ahead of him to improve. And over the next few seasons, he would become one of the most exciting players in world football. The small boy who once dreamed of playing professionally was now playing on the biggest stage. Can you imagine achieving your biggest dream at 17? As Messi became older, his performances became even better. He scored more goals, created more chances, and helped Barcelona win important matches. His partnership with other great players made Barcelona one of the strongest teams in the world. Messi was no longer just a young talent. He was becoming a superstar. He won his first Ballon d'Or in 2009. Then he continued to win more individual awards and trophies with Barcelona. He helped the club win the Champions League, La Liga, and many other competitions. But what made Messi special was not only his goals. He could also pass the ball, create opportunities, and help his teammates score. His style was simple but incredibly difficult to stop. He could change the direction of a game in just a few seconds. Millions of fans around the world started watching him. The quiet boy from Rosario had become one of the biggest names in football. But there was still one dream that Messi had not achieved. He wanted to win a major international trophy with Argentina. Playing for Argentina was very important to Messi. He had already achieved incredible success with Barcelona. But international football was different. Messi reached major finals with Argentina, but the team lost. In 2014, Argentina reached the World Cup final in Brazil. Messi and his teammates fought hard, but Germany won the final. For Messi, it was a painful moment. Then, in 2015, Argentina reached the Copa America final. Again, they lost. 1 year later, Argentina reached another Copa America final. And again, they lost. 3 major finals without a trophy was extremely difficult. Many people criticized Messi. Some people even questioned whether he could succeed with his national team. After the 2016 final, Messi announced that he was stepping away from international football. But his story was not finished. He returned to Argentina and continued playing. Sometimes, the biggest victories come after the hardest disappointments. Would you keep going after losing 3 important finals? Messi continued playing for Argentina. He knew that his international story could still change. Then came the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Messi was now the captain of Argentina. The tournament started with a huge surprise. Argentina lost its first match to Saudi Arabia. Many people thought the team could be in serious trouble. But Messi and his teammates did not give up. They won their next matches and continued through the tournament. Argentina reached the knockout stages. They defeated strong teams and eventually reached the final against France. The final became one of the most exciting matches in World Cup history. Messi scored twice during the match, and Argentina eventually won after a penalty shootout. Lionel Messi had finally won the World Cup with Argentina. After years of disappointment, his biggest international dream had become reality. He lifted the World Cup trophy as captain of his country. For Messi, it was more than another trophy. It was the moment he had been waiting for his entire career. After winning the World Cup, Messi had achieved the biggest dream of his career. He later left Paris Saint-Germain and moved to the United States, where he joined Inter Miami. Even after winning almost every major trophy, Messi continued to play and enjoy football. His journey teaches us some important lessons. First, believe in yourself, even when others doubt you. Second, never give up after failure. Messi lost important finals before finally winning the World Cup. Third, keep working and improving. Talent is important, but hard work can take you much further. Messi's story shows us that success does not happen overnight. Sometimes, you have to wait, work hard, and face difficult moments before achieving your biggest dream. From a small boy in Argentina to a World Cup champion, Lionel Messi's journey is a story of talent, patience, and determination. Thank you so much for listening to his story. If you enjoyed this English lesson, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments. What is the biggest lesson you learned from Messi's story? See you in the next lesson.